In schools that are on the dock or on the chopping block somehow are attached to this loss of money. Somehow this district has lost $2.5 million, or some people say 10 million, I don't know. Well, according to the records, for the last 8 years, all of those schools have showed surplus in their budgets. I say that again. For the last 8 years, every one of these schools that's on the chopping block has shown a surplus in their budgets. Last year, Fruit Ridge did not spend $225,000 of the money that they were given. Now you tell me, why do they want to close a profitable school? Well, not only that, why do they want to close? Why do they want to close 10 other profitable schools? I mean profitable by that they are all running surpluses. Okay? These are questions that you need to ask. But these aren't the people to ask. Because I'll get to that in just a second. So first of all these schools that talk about closing are profitable. They're surplus schools. They are not a drain on the community. They're not a drain on the resources of the district. The district misappropriated money at the administrative level, and they are taking it out on the children. That is the truth. The other thing that's going on is, I found out, what's the hurry? What's going on? When was this started? Who started this idea that you had to close these schools? And what's the procedure in that? Well, it turns out there is a procedure. The State Department of Education has something they call best practices when it comes to wanting to close a school. It's on their website. Anybody can go get it. I did. This is a chart that shows the recommended time frame for this process to happen. You know when they first started talking about closing the school? January 17th. As the first time that the superintendent, and it came from the superintendent, by the way, didn't come from some study or some group of people that got together, or family members or students, or anybody that had a vested interest in the school. It came from the superintendent. Okay, so, but what's supposed to happen is a 6-month process that is supposed to be taking place right now. 6 months. Okay, not 1 month. 6 months. Now, it's going to be 1 month because they're going to vote on February 21st. So here's your homework. These people are going to take notes and they're going to pass it on, and it's going to be great, but they're just going to yes you to death. Jay Hansen. Phone number 916-879-8504. Jeff Cuneo, 201-0784. Daryl Wu, 201-31. These are their phone numbers. You need to have them later, I'll give them to you. Patrick Kennedy, 737-8088. Christina Pritchett, 346-3458. Gustavo Arroyo, 803-6981. Diana Rodriguez, 752-36. These are the people who are going to vote on your children's future on the 21st of February. Those are the people that you need to be in front of. Tomorrow, tonight, the next day, the day after that, the day after that, until they explain to you why they're closing down a profitable school, why they're closing down a profitable school. Not only your school, but 10 others too. And then I want to remind you just to remember one number. And if you need to get a hold of me, I'll give you my phone number, you can call me, I'll give you whatever information you need to get in these people's faces. These aren't your friends. They're controlling your child's future and your children's future for no reason. They do not have to close these schools. 3,820. I want you to remember that. Because that's the number of children that are going to be kicked out of their schools. This happens on the 21st of February. You have the power. You make these people listen. And these aren't the people. You need the list of board members and their phone numbers and how to get a hold of them and where to get a hold of them. Maybe even where they live. If they're hitting you where you live, you let me know.
Hey, my name is John Carrillo, and it seems to me that the school here serves a lot of people for a long time. It's been serving a lot of people. I volunteer out in the garden and donate my time to the school, and it seems to me like you guys have to do the same thing and put yourselves out a little bit. Cut back elsewhere, but not all of us. You shouldn't take this away from us. That's all I have to say.
Hi, my name is Alicia Gonzalez. I'm a 6th grader in Mr. Izagari's class. The last few years I've been here, which was from preschool to 6th grade, in 8 years, I have earned 7 medals. I would like to thank all the teachers for teaching me everything I know, and I don't want this school to close down. The garden that we have a volunteer, Dr. Goley, that volunteers all her time for free.
Mi nombre es María, tengo 3 hijos. Mi niña va en 12º grado y se graduó de aquí de Frulich. Mi hijo, her name is Maria. I will help her. Is that okay? Okay. Her name is Maria, and she has 3 hijos. She has 2 kids. Mi hija va en 12º grado y se graduó de aquí de Frulich. Her daughter, she graduated from here, from this school. Mi hijo también, her son too. Ahorita tengo otro niño en preschool y quiero saber qué va a ser de su futuro si queda en preschool. She has another kid of preschool and she wanna know what's gonna happen with her kid. Y con los demás niños que tienen aquí un programa de música, de arte, ¿qué va a pasar con ellos? And what's gonna happen with the music and the other programs. ¿Van a invertir su tiempo viendo televisión, jugando videojuegos? They only watching TV or play games? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kathy Ahern, and I'm proud to say I'm a teacher of 17 years here at Frulich. Frulich is not just a school. It's a rock in this community. The staff is made up of seasoned teachers who have, in many cases, spent their entire career at Frulich. They love the school and care deeply for the kids. Our students feel protected and nurtured in the environment, and they love Mr. Yaw, our principal. 2 years ago, we had to move to Bear Flag temporarily for some major repairs that had to be done here at the school, which was not any of our fault. At that time, we were concerned that they might not let us move back to Frulich. And we were assured by the superintendent that they would not be closing Frulich. Little did we know that this would be coming up just around the corner from that. Last year, we started a strings program under the push of Mr. Yaw. He really wanted that here, and it's been wonderful. We started out with about 20 students. We're up to over 60 now. Strings develops the other side of the brain. I was a music teacher here for 10 years, so I'm very familiar with all of that. And it's just an outstanding program that's going on here. It would be a crime to lose that. These kids will never get an opportunity to learn music any other way. They also went to a field trip to UC Berkeley, and they got to experience the campus there. They went in and saw Tyrannosaurus Rex after the performance. They got to see a whole lot of interesting things, and just the trip there was just wonderful for these kids. I'm also the unofficial historian at Frulich. The school is 100 years old. the district started here. This was the start of the district. I have a whole packet of affidavits from all teachers from way back, telling the stories about Fruit Ridge. This is where the district originated from, right here at Fruit Ridge. We had teachers hired out of here. They went, one went down to Oak Ridge, and the teacher was allowed, became the principal, was allowed to name the school, took the Ridge out of Fruit Ridge and the Oak out of Oak Park and put it together and made Oak Ridge. You might be familiar with another person, Ethel Baker. She was a teacher here at Fruit Ridge, and she has a school named after her, not far from here. So there's a lot going on here at Fruit Ridge. You know, so we're concerned about it. During World War II, this is an interesting fact too, there were over 1,200 students here at Fruit Ridge. Now, that was the main building. You think, well, how did they do that? They had 45 or 50 kids packed in every single room, and one teacher wrote a letter that said that the teacher physically had to step up onto the desk and walk across the desk to get to the front of the room. Now, of course, there wasn't any fire safety rules, I guess, in those days. I don't know, but I mean, it was an amazing thing. My godfather went to Fruit Ridge, actually. So these are just some of the things about Fruit Ridge, and it's an outstanding school. We have a very tight and very close staff. We don't want to be separated. We want to stay together. We want to stay at Fruit Ridge. We love it. Thank you very much.
Good evening, parents, community members. My name is Kyle Tao. I am part of the Put Students First Coalition. On behalf of Hmong Innovating Politics, also known as HIP, we'd like to reiterate the messages that's come for you guys tonight, okay? Which is, we have to put the students first. Above all else, the student has to be first, okay? And I'm pretty sure we all have questions, but the one thing that we do not have is the time to ask those questions. So we want more time because we have a lot of questions. And one last thing is, because the district is rushing this process, we all feel like they are taking the easy way out. So tonight, we will be collecting signatures for petition. So see us if you guys haven't given us your signatures. And lastly, this is for the district. If you feel that taking students out of this school and putting into other schools that are less qualified or less quality schools, they may not do as well as you think they will. Okay, so just something to consider. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sandra Ledoux. I'm one of the orchestra teachers here at Fruit Ridge, and this is the only program of its type in Sacramento, by the way, giving free music to elementary children. And by the way, that's going to help them out when they get to college. It's going to give them scholarship money, whether they go into music or not. But I think more importantly, look, we all know everything is, I respect everyone here, by the way. So I went to an elementary school and I lived right across the street from it in Las Vegas. And it wasn't the best neighborhood. And it's very important while you're in elementary school, when you're 6, 5, 7, 8 years old, you can't be walking long distances, especially next to high school. I know the high school that I would have been zoned for, I ended up going to a magnet school. We would have not want to have been mixed with those high school kids. So it's very important these kids have a very community base. I mean, strings program, very important, yes. We have a tree, it's very important, it's an old school, but the most important is safety, and you need to have elementary school children close to school and not traveling long, crowded distances next to places where they can be influenced by much older sources. And also, you know, this is great, you know, everyone's getting the chance to say something, but I think we should all take out our phones. Everyone take out our phone. Take out your phone, come on, take our phone, right now. Everyone take your phone out and let's put that number in our phone, which the very intelligent gentleman gave us, because, you know, he can give us the numbers and then write it on in here, but we're gonna forget. So really it's about proactivity, right? Not just speech. So, okay, so here we go. Area code 916, okay? The next numbers are 879, put it in, 8904. So that's 1916 879-8904. That's just one phone number, okay? There's a lot more that you can probably ask the very nice gentleman about, but let's at least call one, okay? All right? Y'all rock. Thank you very much.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Adrian Garcia. I actually graduated from here from preschool all the way to 5th grade. You know, I have nieces and nephews that come here, and I work security full time, so I can't help my mom, you know, with transportation issues. We have 3 cars. My dad works as a big rig driver full time, so you know he takes that car. My sister works full time as in a dental insurance company. So the 3 cars that we have are always being used. So my mother has to walk. We actually moved, so it's a little bit farther for her to walk now, but it's still just down the street. I don't want my nephews, my mom and my nephews and nieces walking from where we live now all the way to Oak Ridge. I've lived here my entire life. I know this neighborhood. I know the people, some of the bad people that live in this neighborhood. I don't want my nephews and nieces exposed to being walked all the way over there from down the street where they can easily just come to Ridge. Like I said, I came here when I was a kid. I still have some of the bonds that I had with some of the teachers. It's actually one of my teachers right here, Ms. Phelps. I still remember, and she kind of didn't recognize me because of the facial hair now, but I'm a lot bigger also. But I still remember my teachers. I have, even when I talk to some of my friends that I still have from elementary school, they're like, oh, how's Ms. Phelps doing? How's Mr. Morrow doing? And I try to come by as much as I can, but like I said, I go to college, I work full time, and I can't really be involved as much as I want to in my nieces and nephews' lives, depending on, you know, with their school and stuff. But if they close down the school, they're gonna have to walk from down the street, we live on 43rd, all the way to Oak Ridge. And like I said, I know the people that live down there, some of the bad people. I don't want them exposed to that. There's a lot of guns, violence, gangs, all that stuff over there. Like they say, like you guys said, kids are number one. If you guys close the school, they're going to be exposed to all of that. Thank you, that's all I really have to say.
Hi, my name is Julio. It's sad to hear that they weren't closing this school down. I just wanted to say that that if they are going to close school down, who's going to take care of the garden, the STAR program, and the strings program? And that's all.
Hi, my name is Pam Phelps, and I started my teaching career here 20 years ago. And I do recognize a lot of families that I've seen around their kids and their grandkids. I want to address facility tonight because when I first started here, the only building was the main building and a few of the portables, the old portables on the outside. And you can tell by the chart on here that there was a population explosion in Sacramento. It shows it for Fruit Ridge and it shows it for district-wide. During that time, 12 portables were added to the site because of the explosion and because we went to 20-to-1, so we needed more classrooms. Unfortunately, when the population declined and we lost a lot of people to Elk Grove, I remember one year I lost 5 students out of my class. That's a sixth of my class. The portables were never taken out. So I would like to ask the district to recalculate. First of all, we busted at the seams when we had around 800. I can't believe that we could have ever had 1,000 kids in this school. So I would really like the district to recalculate this by taking out the portables that haven't been here and going back and looking at the Fruit Ridge site as it should be without the addition. I sort of equate it to like when you gain a lot of weight, you buy new clothes. When you lose the weight, you don't wear the baggy clothes around. You get new ones, something that fits. So I'd really like to see this recalculated and that average adjusted for that.
My name is Alicia, and I heard from my friends that the school is closing down, so I just wanted to say that I don't really want the school to close down because there's a garden that kids work so hard on to like keep there for forever. And there's these 2 children that died out there, and they died from the fire. And I don't know what you guys are gonna do to the graves that the children are there. And I just don't want the school to close down. So thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ching Ching Chang, and this is my daughter, Sunny. She's in 1st grade. Okay, 2 years ago, I moved from Portland, Oregon to this town, South Sac. All my family and friends ask me, why South Sac? This is a very tough and rough area. It's hard for the kids. I was lost and I was confused until I came and talked to Mr. Yang, which is the excellent principal. He gave me a lot of hope and feel safe to send my kids to school. Now, 2 years later, I can say it loud here. I make a right decision. I make a right choice to stay in Fruit Ridge. And I love the school. We love the school. It's hard to start over again, especially for the single mom, a single family like this. It's really hard. Let me tell you how much my daughter loves the school. Before, I always had to wake her up. I said, hurry up, Sonny, you're late. Now I don't have to. She tell me, Mom, hurry up, we're gonna be late. I don't wanna miss school. That's how much she loves the school. Can other kids and other schools say that? And then vacation, 3 days, 4 days, she's fine. After that, Mom, I want to go back to school so bad. That's how much she loves the school. And then, as everybody knows, we have so many good programs in Fruit Ridge. But you know, what we got the most is love and care. This is very important for kids of this age. It's very important for this tough community. It's very important for the family like me. And we got it all here in Fruit Ridge. I don't know what to do if a school closed. And if other school have no STAR program, what am I gonna do? Quit my job and take care and pick her up on school? And my family, where's the money come from? How am I gonna support my family? So please think about that. It's very important, okay? Love and care, we got it in Fruit Ridge, and we have a lot here. We might be small, but very strong. We're very strong. We've been through a lot together, and then we're so close like a big family. There's nothing you can find like this kind of feeling in other schools. So please. And then now let me introduce my daughter, Sunny. And she's very nervous. I told her, you have to get up here and say something. Because if you don't tell people how you feel, I don't want you like regret in the future. Deep breath.
Hi everyone, my name is Sunny. I'm in 5th grade. I am also in Mr. Izaguirre's class. We love the school and we had a lot of great and fun memories. Other schools may not have the same events we have at Fruit Ridge. Friends, teachers, staff, we all are like family. This school helps us learn the right and wrong choices. I just love this school very much, and I don't want it to shut down. Thank you for coming to help support our school. My name is Evelyn, and my whole family has gone to the school when I went to the school for more than 6 years. Our school logo is think you can, work hard to get smart. We know we can. We work hard. How do you expect us to work hard in life if all our hard work is going to be thrown away? Because of the school, I am now going to a really big school, and I'm going to have opportunities that I might not have had. I would like to thank the staff and all my teachers for helping me graduate 6th grade. And even though I don't go to the school anymore, I would like to reconsider closing down the school. Thank you.
My name is Renee Davis, and this process of decisions shouldn't be about the story of the superintendent and his staff. It shouldn't be about meetings behind closed doors. It should be the story of us as employees, parents, school site council members, neighbors, community members, volunteers, especially Dr. Goley, donors who donate grants and give grants to the school that are part of the, structure that is this school, teachers, and at last but certainly not least the children. We are the stakeholders to whom our Board of Education owes an obligation over and above the bottom line. And the bottom line is exactly that, to stay at the bottom. I want to find out the answer to some questions. What makes a priority school student more important than a Fruit Ridge student? I presented these questions to our superintendent, who's standing in the back, in a form of a written letter given to his secretary, and I haven't gotten an answer. And that is an important question. I feel like even though I'm an employee, I'm very empowered to speak out, even though I hate speaking in public, because I think that this is just an unfair, unjust, and really a wrong decision. They come to these meetings primarily to hear the public, but not to answer our questions. So another question would be, for the $1 million that was spent 2 years ago of taxpayers' money, and to remodel this school, and now they're closing the school. What's up with that? The president of our country and the mayor of our city says that, oh, do community service, do things, volunteer. It's really important for our culture, for our families. So what do? I go out and I spend hours and hours and weekends out pulling weeds out of here so our children are not, exposed to pesticides. And all these staff members here from our district, they know this about me. And I'm not lying one bit. I am out there, my family is out there. We have given so much to this school, as have Dr. Golisava and her husband Douglas McPherson. And that is just something, we aren't even in the dialogue. We aren't even in the picture. They don't even call us and say, what do you think about this? They don't even call any of you and ask your opinion about this whole school closure thing. They make a decision. There are some people in power who are decision makers, and there are some that are delegates. And we hope that our Board of Education behaves like delegates and does the right thing and, does not close the school. We will want another school here. That's another thing. For 10 years, they made money off of Fruit Ridge. Did they put it back into one Fruit Ridge student? No. They put it right in the general fund. Rent every month was paid for by the charter schools. You have to ask what happened to that money. So, the minute that we got out of program improvement, we're one of the only schools that got out of program improvement ever. We got out of program improvement. We got out of program improvement, and then they took that money away that we used for tutoring, and of course, we went right back into program improvement. Couldn't they have spent some of that rent money that they got all those years for tutoring for Fruit Ridge students so we stayed out of program improvement? These are questions that you need to ask and you need to get answers for. And I'm not going down this road of closing this school without a fight, and I hope all of you are behind me. I'm risking losing my job, losing the garden that I put hundreds of hours in, and losing everything really, you know, my position in the library. I haven't even mentioned how I've redecorated the library at no expense to this district, all out of my own pocket. You need to know the answers to. Why don't they answer them? It's just criminal almost what they've done to us. Hello, my name is Olivia Meyer, and I'm speaking on behalf of
just move over just a little bit.
the community, as a member of the school, because I have a child here. He has special education needs. With him being transferred to another school, what will happen to him? Will he have to be reevaluated and wait until he can get his special education and his special needs met at that school? As well, I work for the school district as a bus driver. I've seen the budget cut. With this school year, I don't know if you guys knew about it, but there's a lot of people that get transportation this year. How long are you going to be willing to provide us with transportation before you come up with another excuse or another reason to tell us, you know what, we have no money, we have no more money to bus your children to your school, so you will have to walk your children to your school. I work all day, my mother takes my children to the school. I know you have said you will provide transportation for us, but what's going to happen if my child wakes up late one day and my mother has to walk us all the way out there? What's going to happen if he gets sick? My mother does not know how to drive, and she does not know how to walk on her own. She is a disabled grandmother as well. What's going to happen if he falls and breaks a leg, or he falls and he's bleeding? How long is it going to take for somebody of my family or myself to be able to get to that school and provide for my child? Now, we are talking about money. I think this meeting, our main concern is our children, not our money. What happened to all of our voters that came and voted on Proposition 32? Where is that money? Where is it going? I believe in this school. I live in this community. I live on 48th. I can tell you, the people that rented the corner house lost their house due to financial crisis. I'm going to be honest to you. It didn't take more than 2 days before people knew that the house was empty. They went into the house and ransacked that house. Had no copper, no windows, started trashing the property. What happened? What is going to happen to the school, and what is going to happen to us as a community? How safe are we going to be? If it's hard enough with having a school here to get somebody to provide services for us, what are they going to do to this school? How long is it going to take for gangsters and for people that have nothing better to do until they come into this property, ransack this property, graffiti all over it, tag it, and make it an unsafer environment for our children? Those are my questions. What are you going to do about it? How can you help us? I want you to look at this as you being a mother. I don't know if you have children of your own, but I want you to step into our shoes. I want you, when you say, I will bring people to study, to make this happen, why don't you take people from our community that know the community, that know what's going on, not strangers that live far in the wealthy area where they have no problem. Call us in, bring us in. I mean, can't we just wait if you really wanted to close the school till the end of the school year? Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Elijah, and I'm in the 4th grade. I think the school should stay open from all the years that it's been open. This year will be the 104th year, and it's been here since World War I. We have so many things that other schools don't, like a caring nurse or a great principal, and the best teachers ever. Please don't close our school. If you close the school, what are you going to do with it? Just don't close Fruitridge.
Hi, I'm Lucy Carter, and I am a sophomore at Christian Brothers, and my concern is the traffic between all the schools that are transferring Fruitridge students to their schools. Like, an average daily traffic on MLK between 12th Ave and Fruitridge Road is 10,000. 10,000 cars travel north and south on MLK every day. An average daily traffic on 44th Street is 3,000. This is at Fruitridge Road. By the time the traffic makes it to Fruitridge School, it has decreased significantly. Now again, we have sports. We're big for sports. Now, I know behind Oak Ridge, they have our students play and practice lacrosse. And what they're planning to do is transfer it, or make it a blacktop. Now, no one was consulted about that. What are we going to do? How are we going to practice? That's what I want to know. Why were businesses and organizations impacted by the movement of students, not consulted? What's going to happen? Because I know when I go to school, it's busy. It's very busy. Now, with more students coming in on that busy street on MLK, how am I going to get to school on time? My mom likes me to get to school on time. I like to get to school on time. Everybody else wants their students to get to school on time. With all those students going to school at the same time, how are we all going to get to school on time and have a better education for ourselves? That's what I want to do. Thank you.